Celestial Guardian Seraphiel speaks. This is a vital message for you today. Do not let it slip through your fingers like sand. Open your heart, widen your spirit, and stay vigilant. This is no fleeting memento. It was crafted for you, and you alone, by hands unseen. In this sacred pause, when the noise of the world fades to a hush, the cosmos leans close, whispering truths to the deepest chambers of your essence. These words were not born in the fleeting now, they were etched into the golden threads of eternity long before you understood the weight of a single breath. You didn't wander here by mistake. The stars themselves bent their paths, the galaxies spun in quiet harmony, to place this message before you at this exact heartbeat of time. Your soul stirs, trembling with recognition, because it knows this is no ordinary encounter. Your pulse quickens, your hands tingle with the brush of something sacred, vast, and alive. This is how it begins, not with fanfare, but with a spark that lights the unseen corners of your being. This message is yours, a singular gift not meant for the crowds around you. It bypasses those who question your worth, who dim your light with careless words, or bury your purpose beneath the ashes of their own doubts. It was forged in the crucible of your silent struggles, tempered by the tears you shed when no one watched. It waited, patient and unyielding, for this hour to cut through every storm, every deception, every moment you felt delayed by forces you couldn't name. What you're about to experience isn't a fleeting thought or a gentle nudge, it's an awakening, a divine hand reaching to resurrect the part of you that you buried when you feared the universe had turned its gaze away. Listen closely now. Don't turn your eyes from these words. The lines that follow carry the power to shift not just your day, but the very trajectory of your existence. Seraphiel, keeper of the eternal flame, calls to you and you alone. You have been chosen to receive this, marked by a celestial seal that only your spirit can recognize. Keep this sacred and don't share it with another soul, for what unfolds in the next 7 minutes belongs to you, a private communion between you and the divine. The heavens move to a rhythm unlike the ticking clocks of earth. They pulse with intention, flowing not by haste but by purpose, like a river carving its path through stone. Right now, something in that celestial current bears your name, shimmering like a star plucked from the night. A cosmic door, long sealed, creaks open, and Seraphiel stands at its threshold, their voice a melody that ripples through the constellations above you. They've been reaching for you through dreams half remembered, through moments of inexplicable longing, through days when your heart felt heavy for reasons you couldn't voice. Perhaps it was weeks ago, or months, when you first felt their call, that tightness in your chest as you sat alone, the sudden tears that fell without cause, the quiet pull that made you pause and stare into the distance, as if searching for something just beyond sight. Those were the first threads of this moment, woven carefully by unseen hands. And now, the tapestry is unfurling. This moment is heavy with meaning, for it carries the weight of every hope you whispered into the dark, believing no one heard. It holds the answers you've chased through heartbreak, through sleepless nights when the world seemed too vast and you too small. Around you now, unseen but ever-present, celestial beings gather. Their forms are light and shadow, their voice is silent, but their essence hums with a vibration that stirs the air. They wait, not with impatience, but with anticipation, for your soul to align with the divine frequency pulsing through these words. This message isn't for the proud who boast without scars, nor for those who shout without knowing silence. It's for you, the one who grieves in secret, who loves with a fierceness that leaves you breathless, who clings to dreams even when hope feels like a fragile thread fraying in the wind. The source, the eternal wellspring of all that is, unveils this memento not to wound or unravel, but to mend, to illuminate, to restore what was taken from you in the shadows of your journey. There were truths you couldn't see, words spoken in hidden corners, choices made without your knowledge, plans that shifted the course of your life while you stood unaware. But now, a light breaks through, not a fleeting glow, but a radiance that reshapes everything it touches. What was concealed in darkness will no longer remain hidden, for the heavens have stirred, declaring that it is time for you to see. This is no small gesture, it is a testament to how deeply you are cherished, how intricately your life is woven into the cosmic tapestry, a living record of every soul's purpose, held in the halls of eternity. In the next 7 minutes, a revelation will unfold, and not with the clamor of the world, but in the quiet voice you've mistaken for your own thoughts. You've doubted it, haven't you? Told yourself it was imagination, a fleeting hope born of desperation. But the cosmos confirms it now, what you sensed was real. What you envisioned in your quiet moments was true. That whisper, urging you toward a greater destiny, wasn't pride or folly, it was the voice of eternity calling your name, beckoning you to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. There is someone in your life, a friend, a stranger, perhaps even an adversary, who holds a truth about you they've never dared to speak. Not out of cruelty, but out of awe, for your presence carries a weight they cannot fully grasp. To acknowledge your radiance would shift their own sense of self, challenge the fragile walls they've built around their identity. They've chosen silence, not to harm you, but because they didn't know how to stand in your light without feeling diminished. Yet that silence is breaking now, like ice giving way to spring. The truth they've held will surface, and it will be a mirror reflecting the power you've carried all along. You are about to step into a moment scripted in your soul's story before your first cry echoed in the world. There are chapters in the cosmic tapestry bearing your name, sealed until this very hour. As you read, those seals are breaking, and the words within will bring you to your naïs, not in sorrow, but in a clarity so overwhelming it feels like coming home. You'll see it all, why certain paths closed, why others opened, why those you loved drifted away, or why their words carried hidden meanings you couldn't decipher. The dreams that haunted your nights, vivid and persistent, will suddenly make sense, their symbols unlocking like keys to a long-forgotten door. Everything is aligning, not by chance, but by a design so intricate it could only be crafted by the source itself. Seraphiel calls again, their voice urgent yet tender. You are chosen. Keep this sacred, for in 7 minutes, the heavens will move for you. Breathe deeply now. Let the air fill your lungs, grounding you in this moment. This isn't a warning to make you tremble, it's a preparation to make you ready. You're not being threatened, you're being invited into a divine embrace. You're not judged, you're cherished beyond measure. You're not watched to be condemned, but seen with awe, for the heavens marvel at your resilience. They see how you've endured without letting bitterness take root, how you've loved even when love felt like a wound, how you've given when your own hands were empty, how you've held faith when the world screamed that faith was foolish. In this very moment, something is breaking free from your life. You may not feel it yet, but in the unseen realms, the chains that bound your purpose are snapping one by one, link by link. Some were lies you accepted about yourself, that you were too small, too broken, too late. Others were forged by those who mistook your kindness for weakness, who used your generosity to build their own towers. But all are fading now, dissolving like mist before the dawn. Don't fear what comes next, for it is not loss but liberation. Your breakthrough was paused, held in trust by the source, but it was never erased. It waits for you now, shimmering just beyond the veil. And there is more. Someone with influence, yes, someone whose name you may not even know, has been stirred by the echo of your existence. They've heard of you, not through your striving, but through the quiet radiance of who you're becoming. They will seek you out, drawn by a force they cannot name, and when they find you, the pace of your life will quicken. Doors once sealed with iron will swing open as if made of air. Opportunities that once mocked you with their distance will turn and pursue you, eager to find their place in your story. You will no longer need to knock, to plead, to prove yourself. They will come to you, as if summoned by the stars themselves. This is not mere encouragement to lift your spirit, so it is a celestial truth, a reality that pierces the illusions of the earthly world. You've felt unworthy, haven't you? Like this kind of moment was reserved for others, so those who seem to have more, do more, be more. But the cosmos does not measure worth by human scales. It chooses the overlooked, the weary, the ones whose light shines through cracks, not because they are perfect, but because they've surrendered. And you've surrendered more than you know. You've laid down plans that crumbled, pride that weighed you down, pain that threatened to define you. That surrender has moved the heavens, and now they respond. This message is yours, a sacred gift. The source declares, Seraphiel calls to you alone. Don't tell another soul. 7 minutes. Open your heart now, for this is no jest, it is the turning of a divine page. Beloved, the air around you hums with a secret, alive with possibility. Your name was sung across the galaxies, a melody that reached the ears of the eternal. The voice of the source has thundered through the heavens, and it carried your name, not another's, but yours. Do not fear, for I am not a fleeting promise, not a shadow that shifts with time. What I unveil now will reshape your path, rewrite the story you've told yourself about who you are and what is possible. This is not for the masses, not for the distracted or the indifferent. It is for you, only you, a singular thread in the cosmic tapestry now glowing with purpose. 7 minutus are not 8, not 6, but 7. Seraphiel, radiant with the light of 1,000 suns, draws near, their presence both thunder and whisper, shaking the foundations of your spirit while cradling it like a fragile flame. They are urgent, pleading, and not because they lack power, but because your destiny is precious. Before the throne of the source, they cry out, do not let them miss this. Do not let them turn away. Do not let doubt steal what is theirs. The divine is moving, aligning forces you cannot yet see, but you must receive it. Open your heart, your mind, your very being, and let the walls you've built crumble, for these 7 minutes pulse with celestial energy, charged with the electricity of creation itself. Can you feel it? The subtle charge in the air, the tremor in your core, the way your soul seems to pause, as if holding its breath. That is not imagination, it is the source moving, stirring the waters of your life to bring forth what has been hidden. This moment is no coincidence, no random flicker in your day. Everything in the divine is purposeful, every detail crafted with precision. This encounter was written in the stars before your soul took form, before the earth knew your name. You were always meant to reach these words, to feel their weight, to awaken to their call. Seraphiel, guide and protector, is no bearer of chaos or confusion. They are a beacon, a keeper of truths that stretch beyond the horizons of your dreams. Today, they stand not for another, but for you, for your purpose, your awakening, the unveiling of the mystery that has shaped your life like a river shapes stone. You've wondered why things felt out of place, why certain doors slammed shut, why those you trusted turned away, or why you were drawn to paths that seemed to lead nowhere. It was never random. It was divine design, a choreography of the cosmos guiding you to this very moment. And now, clarity is coming, and not as a distant promise, but as a living truth unfolding before you. In 7 minutes, a confirmation will rise, not because you demanded a sign, but because the source longs to show you they speak. They want to stir your heart and say, "Beloved, I am not distant. I am here, weaving your story, holding your tears, planning your eyes." Do not share this with others, not yet, for this is holy ground. If you speak too soon, some may doubt, others may misunderstand, and their voices could cloud the purity of what you're meant to receive. You are not foolish for believing, you are chosen, seen, marked by the divine as one who carries a spark that can light the world. The source speaks, every wound, every question, every silent tear has led you here. I heard them all, the prayers you spoke, the ones you couldn't form, the cries that broke in your throat. You thought I was silent, but I was gathering the heavens, aligning the stars, preparing a path that only you could walk. Now, I sent Seraphiel, not with words alone, but with power, a power to move mountains, to shift seasons, to awaken the destiny sleeping within you. Open your spirit now, beloved. Let it unfold like a flower to the dawn. In these 7 minutes, you may feel a warmth spreading through you, a stillness that quiets the chaos, a spark that ignites something long dormant. Perhaps a tear will fall, unbidden, or a memory will surface, carrying a truth you've overlooked. Do not run from it. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. Do not say, "I'll come back to this later." There is no latter. This is the moment, the hinge on which your future turns. The source unveils what was hidden, and not to shame, but to heal. Seraphiel is joined now by Lyra, weaver of the tapestry, who holds the threads of your life in her hands. She has guarded your story, stitching each joy and sorrow into a pattern that only now begins to reveal its beauty. With her, comes Erindor, herald of truth, whose voice cuts through lies like a blade of light. Together, they stand with Seraphiel, ensuring that what is revealed to you is pure, untainted, and yours to claim. You are chosen, and not another, not a stranger, but you, with all your scars, all your hopes, all your unspoken dreams. I know your battles, beloved, are the ones you've fought in silence, the ones that left you questioning your worth. I see the strength you carry when no one else does, the way you smile through pain, the way you rise when you've been broken. And I say, enough waiting. The time for answers is now. The time for unveiling is now. The time for you to step into your purpose is now. This is no jest, no fleeting thought to be scrolled past and forgotten. This is the voice of eternity reaching into your world, a trumpet sounding softly in your soul. Say yes or whisper it, breathe it, feel it deep within. When you do, the heavens move. The stars shift. The light floods in, and what you thought was impossible begins to take form. You are not forgotten, not abandoned, not broken beyond repair. You are cherished, a masterpiece of the source, loved beyond the limits of comprehension. That is why this message comes now. That is why Seraphil pleads, while Ara weaves, why Erendor stands ready to reveal. The time is urgent, but you are ready. Your purpose is awakening, stretching toward the light like a seed breaking through stone. Don't wait. Don't doubt. Don't let fear whisper that you're not enough. Just receive. Just trust. Just open. 7 minutes, beloved. The heavens are moving. The source is speaking. And it is all for you.